Welcome back to the bottom of the net, episode 14. This is the NFL episode. I got CJ here, Kyrie, and Nigel, and I'm your host Cal. Today we'll be speaking about a new segment called 7 on 7, where one of our hosts, or I guess I would say, is picking a all-time defensive team, and we have to counter with 7 offensive players. That will be our first segment. And then we have 3 takeaways from our favorite team. We have our winners and losers, and finally we have our early award predictions. So we'll start off with the 7 on 7. You can start off, Kai.
They pop this off, right? So for me, I'm gonna mix it up. I'm gonna mix it up every time, though. You feel me? This time I ran with a little nickel. Next time I might hit y'all with. I might have 4 backers. I might have 3 backers. You feel me? I'm gonna switch it up. But feel me? My first corner got Darrelle Revis. Second corner I got Denzel Ward. Then I got Charles Woodson. In the box I got Luke Kuechly and Bobby Wagner. Then my 2 safeties I got Devin McCourty and Troy Polamalu.
Stuff.
I'm waiting to see how y'all gonna counter with this.
Yeah, fine.
All right, so for my offense, I got Michael Vick as my quarterback. I got Tony Dorsett as my running back, Eric Dickerson, Randy Moss, Calvin Johnson, T.O., and my man Tony Gonzalez.
Okay. For my team, I got Aaron Rodgers, Matt Forte, Chris Johnson, Stephon Diggs, Jordy Nelson, DeAndre Hopkins, and Greg Olsen.
Cool. For my team, I got Donovan McNabb. I got LT at running back 1. I got Marshawn. I got Steve Smith. I got Prime Odell. I got Ocho Cinco and Antonio Gates as the tight end. Yeah, so that's our 7 on 7 segment. Honestly, we just want to know who will win between the teams. Kyrie has a strong defensive team, so we just want to take a crack at it, see if we could bust his ass with our team.
Strong enough.
Yeah. Who had Michael Vick?
Me?
I think you, right, Nigel?
Yep.
Who was your wide receiver?
Randy Moss, Calvin Johnson Jr., and T.O.
I feel
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. His team is alright.
All right.
No. Let's stop. Calvin Johnson.
Mike can get locked up.
Who?
Mike can get locked up because he can't throw.
What?
Yeah, Mike can't throw, bro. You know Mike can't throw.
That's crazy.
I'm sorry. Calvin went straight left. I don't know what you doing. I don't know what you're smoking, but you want some moves.
You think Michael Vick can throw the ball consistently?
Yes.
You smoking crap.
Yo, Calvin, what the hell?
Bro, Michael Vick is a passing quarterback, bro. Come on now.
Yo,
He can put on the field, but he's not accurate.
Wait. First and foremost, we need to ask this real question. We talking about Atlanta Falcon Mike Vick, or we talking about the Eagles Mike Vick?
whatever Mike Vick you want.
Yeah, like it don't matter which one you want.
But if we talking Atlanta Mike Vick, yes. We talking Eagle Mike.
Eagles Mike Vick threw the ball from the 20 to the 30. What are you talking about?
I'm saying not on a consistent basis.
All right, so then let's take Atlanta Falcons Mike Vick, and let's just make it like that. We're just going to take the best Mike Vick that there is possible.
Look, we had this discussion, last podcast, and I'm going to tell you now, this is a passing league. Nobody's going to stand with this running stuff. Nobody likes it no more. They don't like it.
If I had to break it down, you said T.O., Randy Moss. T.O., Randy Moss. Who's the other person?
And Calvin Johnson. T.O.
and Randy had a little speed with them. One of them is getting taken out the game though. I'm telling you that now. So somebody gonna have a good game.
All right, so
T.O. or Randy gonna have to have a good game for real.
Nah, I feel like T.O. T.O. probably not gonna have as much good game and then Calvin and what's the other?
Randy
Calvin
Moss.
Johnson and
I'm putting Charles on T.O. Then I'm putting Revis on Randy, bro.
I'm
I
sorry.
got to, bro.
Theo is cooking Charles Woodson. Sorry.
No, I don't know about that.
this is
He's dogging.
Randy Moss we're talking here, big fella.
I don't know about that, bro.
We talking about a legend.
I don't know about that.
But yeah, that's our new segment, 7-on-7. We're gonna put up some little polls throughout the week to see if y'all fuck with it. So we're gonna move on to the next topic. Our 3 takeaways from our favorite team. I'm gonna let Nigel start off. You can take the lead.
All right, so my Dallas Cowboys, they ain't looking too bad right now.
Okay.
But I definitely will say the positive takeaway from it is that the defense is great. Micah Parsons is a dog. That's a fact.
Speak up a
Definitely,
little bit.
huh?
I'm sorry. Speak up a little bit more.
And I was saying, Micah Parsons is a dog. I definitely like him, playing multiple positions on the field, going from DN, going to linebacker. He's definitely like a defensive threat for a lot of people. Looking at the defense all around, we do have a lot of injury concerns, but definitely with the secondaries that we have coming in, the second strings, they have been filling the roles that's very positive. I will say another positive is that, seeing Dak come back and do what he did was definitely good. But I think the negative takeaway from it is that we definitely need Dak to win big time games, because we can't win big time games without Dak against teams that are over 500, and it's shown, it's seen, like you can see it. So it's definitely hard. Cooper Rush is a great quarterback. I won't take that from him. He played like he had nothing to lose. He definitely played like he had nothing to lose. But we definitely need Dak.
Don't call him a great quarterback though. That's a little.
I mean, he's a great quarterback for a backup for him doing what he's doing.
Say that. Explain that.
Okay, right, but he's like one of the first quarterbacks to go 4-0 his first 4 starts from being a backup to a starter. Like, that's something that I would call great. I'm not saying I'm not saying he's great for the league for the starting role of any team. No, but he's a great backup quarterback and he plays his role. He knows that he has nothing to lose.
Respectfully, right? No, I'm not even gonna say respectfully though, but yeah, y'all can't win those big games without that. But at the same time, I feel like y'all can't win them big games with Dak too. So like,
it definitely, I definitely could agree with you on that, because there is an up and down with Dak, and like I was saying before, like he needs to play at a high level every single night.
Is it the receivers that he struggles with, or what is it, the opener?
No. I think it's just him. I think it's him in the game plan. So what I will say is I have seen a lot of games where I'm like, bro, take the deep shot. It's there. But they're so content with that check down that it's 3rd and 7, and you're content with the check down that's not getting you anything, and then you're punting the ball and then trying to win the game on defense. But you also got to put points on the board too, so you have to win it on offense. I don't know.
It makes sense.
I just get mad watching the game, and I see a lot of check down plays, and I'm like, hey, that deep ball is there. You have the likes of CeeDee Lamb, and Noah Brown is showing up to be a really, really good receiver.
So Ohio State product coming.
I don't know. See, like right now with me, I'd probably say like I agree with him with that, but at the same time, like I feel like after him coming back with his injury, he hasn't had enough confidence in himself to perform at a high level. Now, I understand you're not the same, but you can't be in your head when you're playing the game. You got a job to do. You got to get it done. At the end of the day, like, we not, this is a check you getting, my boy. You need to be working for this check. Like,
but
I understand you got the privilege.
And I can agree with you on that. And I feel like him doing what he did to get that big contract that he wanted and not showing up every single night definitely plays a factor in me saying, hey, Dak has really, really high ups, but he has really, really high lows. And that's just my biggest issue. Injury or not, you did what you did to get that contract. You held out to get that contract, but you're not playing like you're worthy of that type of money.
Okay. Kyle, you can take
my take. All right, my little quick 3 takes for my Pats. My first is Ramondre Stevenson, young running back in this league. Who he's not doing bad. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's tearing it up behind Mac Jones and them. But I don't know how they always seem to find these running backs late in these rounds that turn out to be superstars in the making. Like, I don't I don't know how they do it, bro. I don't know how they do it. But my other take, I gotta go with the Pats defense. They added a couple pieces this year. I was hoping they was gonna be a lot better than what they're decent in my eyes. They're pretty good, but I was hoping they was gonna be a lot better than they were. But I know Belichick's gonna get that. They gonna get that together later on. But my last take was Bill Belichick. I'm still waiting to see what he gonna do. Cause Brady got his ring, so we know who. It's all up on Bill now. I give Brady. Brady probably got one more good win in him for real. But I don't know how many rings Belichick gonna win, especially with a young QB.
Exactly. I was about to ask you, like, what's the QB controversy? Because I know they had like the other dude, subbing for Mac.
He was playing, because Mac. Yeah.
Was Mac injured? What was that situation?
No, he was injured.
He was injured.
Nah,
Okay.
yeah.
But when Mac was injured, that's when he started. When Mac came back, they split snaps equally.
Yeah, they did split reps. Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely split reps.
But Belichick said that he did that on purpose. He said he wanted to see both of them. You feel me?
But I just don't think that the Patriots.
Your franchise QB long term. I don't think he has enough arm talent.
Yeah, I don't think that he has enough talent in general to be that quarterback to win that Super Bowl. I just don't think that Mac Jones. Yeah, like mind you, I'm a big Alabama fan, so like I was high on Mac Jones, but when he came into the league, I definitely was like, "Oh, okay, I'm here." Starting to see it kind of like
more of the receiving core.
You telling me
it's the game plan for me? Honestly, I don't think that he can buy into that game plan. If you look at it,
how often?
I think when you look at it, right? What's his name? You guys have Jacoby Myers, right, as your receiver. He was the one who came out and was like, every week we come out and don't really know what the hell the game plan is. So it's like Jacoby Myers, their receiver. Right. So if you're telling me as your starting receiver doesn't really know what your game plan is, how could you guys be successful night in and night out? You have to be able to buy into that game plan. I don't think Bill Belichick is doing enough to kind of get his team in order to win a game at a high level.
I don't think that's it. I think it's the talent. Simple as that. You don't have enough talent to even make that push.
I think they do have enough talent. They just got to mesh. They just gonna need some time to really work it out. But real quick about the Alabama thing, right? So you telling me Bryce Young's ceiling is higher than Mac Jones leaving Alabama?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I'm not jacking that, bro. I'm not jacking that, bro. I hate Alabama, and I'm not.
Hold on. You have to look at it.
I'm smoking dope.
You have to look at it. Bryce Young he's more poised in the pocket than what I see Mac Jones being poised in the pocket. Bryce Young is definitely a dual threat quarterback. So once he gets out the pocket, he is a threat to get so many yards off the run. And you definitely don't want him to get out the pocket and see somebody open because you saw what he does off the run.
But his arm is nowhere near as close as Mac Jones. My eye, like, not gonna hold you, bro. Their best game side by side is probably not even close. Alabama is probably not even close.
He won a Heisman, so his best game was his best year, really. And Mac Jones don't even have a Heisman. So I'm sorry.
That's because he had Devontae Smith.
But it doesn't matter. Mac Jones is still in the running for Heisman. Devontae Smith made Mac Jones better. I'm sorry. Let's look
just
at
like
it.
Just like they said, Tavon Austin made Geno Smith better. Now look at Geno Smith.
But Geno Smith has better quarterbacks than has better.
Tavon Austin's back. Where's Tavon?
Geno has better wide receivers now. What you talk about?
Nah.
That's besides the point, though.
He doesn't have better wide receivers, so DK's not a better wide receiver than Tavon?
What you say?
He said, is DK a better wide receiver than Tavon Austin at this point of his career? Obviously, yes.
So Geno has a better wide receiver.
But let's go back to the conversation of Bryce versus Mac. How the fuck do you not think Bryce is better than Mac?
Yeah, that's confusing to me.
Let me pull up. Let me pull up Bryce Young's best game, bro.
Go ahead. We gonna wait for you to pull this up.
I don't know.
So somebody pull up Mac Jones' best game, so we can compare it side
In
by side.
college or right now?
In college,
I got you right now. Hold on. Mac.
There's no way in hell you telling me that a Heisman Trophy winner is beneath somebody who didn't even win that Heisman.
Bro, Devontae Smith won the Heisman. He wasn't even like a top 3 receiver drafted in his draft class.
But he was one of the best receivers in his draft class.
Right, Mac's one of the best quarterbacks in his draft class.
Nah. Nah. I'm not jacking that.
I'm jacking that.
Nah, I'm not jacking that, bro.
Nah, bro. What?
Nah. I don't even.
His best game this year was his loss at Tennessee. He threw for 455.
Off of an injury. Talk about that. Off of a shoulder injury that he sat out for 2 games. And came back and did that.
Mac Jones and shit, because I can't find it. Hold on. I'm looking.
Mac Jones, one of his best games, probably that championship game.
No. It says Arkansas. It says Arkansas. He had 3 touchdowns, 235 yards, 18 of 22 passes, 81% completion. He had what's his best game, bro? Maybe on some bullshit. You said his championship game against State? You said
the college national championship game.
So
that was with his Ohio State, or no? Did they play
the championship game?
Yeah. What did they play?
That was
the championship game was against Georgia. We played Ohio State right before. No. You talk about Mac Jones.
Yeah,
Mac Jones played Ohio State. Yeah.
They bust their ass 52-24. That was the game.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was his best game.
But that was because they couldn't guard nobody. When you look at it, look at the running backs that we had at the time. Look at the receivers that we had at the time. Like Najee Harris, who is guarding? Look at Najee Harris in the NFL. Who's stopping him?
Mac completed 36 passes for 464 yards, 5 touchdowns.
Right. What's his completion? Does it say his completion percentage?
His completion percentage. It doesn't say.
Something crazy.
It doesn't say.
So wait a minute.
It's like 75, but that's college, bro. That's college.
We cannot compare college to football to NFL.
No. But we was looking at each college stat. But if you're telling me that Mac Jones is the best quarterback in his draft class, this was his draft class of quarterbacks: Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, Justin Fields.
Bro,
all I heard was Trevor Lawrence.
We talking about the NFL, bro. The speed, the tempo, everything has changed. Everything that you know about college football is done. Once you get in the NFL, it's not the same. The speed, the competition, the level, bro. These are all 5-star NFL players, all 5-star.
Yeah.
Like you have to perform on a high level. We understand it's going to be rough, but I'm just saying, like. We can't compare college to NFL. Like it can't be compared.
We're not really trying to compare it to the NFL. We're saying
so let's stop looking at his college stats and look at his now stats. Being in the NFL, he still has time to grow.
No, but we can't make. Listen. Hold on. We can't make the comparison of Mac Jones with Bryce Young. Bryce is not in the league yet. It's just that simple. But right now, for me, I'm taking Bryce over Mac any day.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, if I had to choose, I'm taking Bryce. Yeah.
In my opinion, like when you look at it, Mac Jones is not up there yet with quarterbacks of the likes of, like, I still think Trevor Lawrence is a better quarterback than Mac Jones.
Yes, he is.
I think you're taking Bryce over Mac because of his legs or because of his arm?
Both.
No, I'm not going to argue. That's crazy, man.
We say both.
Let's move on. Let's go. Go, CJ. Go.
Well, we all know my team. 3 takeaways. Aaron, the Packers is doing horrible. Aaron, I'm going to tell you right now, if you're listening, you're watching this, you put the karma in yourself. You should never sat out all those games waiting for a check. All players shouldn't, Brad, it's not about the money. At the end of the day, the money comes once you win. You win the games, you'll get the money. But at the end of the day, I understand you're an NFL player. You're a professional football player. You deserve that money. You are the QB on the team. Now, our receivers, I'm sorry to say it, it's bad that we even have Sammy Watkins and homie didn't even get targeted that much playing against the Bills. Like one touch, he had one, just one. Everybody remember Sammy Watkins, right?
Yeah.
Y'all remember him, right? He's just unknown now. He's just unknown. Like I don't understand how you can't step up and be a leader. But
did he play with D Hop?
No.
Didn't they play together in college?
no, he was on the Bills too, and that's so crazy. You're playing against your old team.
In college,
definitely
they played together.
And then also too, our defense is just I don't know, man. The Packers is going downhill. Aaron can't trust none of his receivers. He only threw the man threw for 19 completions, but he had 30 attempts, like 203 yards, only 2 touchdowns. Come on, Aaron. That's not you. That's not you.
You think he's trying to abort ship? You think he's trying to get up out of there?
There's no point if you got.
I'm not even going to say it like you not. I expect it, but at the same time, you know what money does. If they say I'm gonna give you, this much money, we need you to stay, they'll do that. But if y'all gonna keep him, surround him with weapons, bro. Aaron Jones can't do it all, man.
But wait a minute. You can't say surround him with weapons when he was the catalyst for his own big ass contract. How many people can you sign with giving somebody a contract that size? It doesn't make sense. So really, think about Tom Brady. Tom Brady was the smartest quarterback to take pay cuts around to get people to stay with him, to get Rob Gronkowski, to who else? Danny Amendola. Like that team that he had, their contracts were not high. But if you look at the team that he's with now,
I'm sorry,
Chris Godwin.
I can't really agree with the whole Tom Brady thing because at the end of the day, like the Patriots don't play that high level competition, bro. Like think about their first 4 games. It's not against anybody that's like they got to be worried about, bro. We play the Packers.
Kyrie,
come on, man. The Packers play Seattle first game sometimes. We play the Vikings sometimes.
Like we played teams like that first begin that quarter of the season. So you're right.
Right, but the tail end of the season is when things really start to kick up.
But that's what I'm saying. The team is smart because what they do is they get all these second strings, they get them up there, get them going, get them hyped. Your QB, work with your wide receivers, get them better. Now when the first strings come in, we got first strings and second strings. We have people that we can depend on. If our first strings go out, Aaron don't have that, bro. He's worried. Like he's really Aaron Jones. Think about it like this, right? Aaron Jones had 20 carries for 143 yards. He 7.2 yards a carry. Mm-hmm. Now, even reception wise, he had 4 receiving receptions with 14 yards. He had more than Sammy Watkins. Come on, bro. A running back can't do two positions, bro.
So my question to you is, do you think that they should restructure Aaron Rodgers' contract that they can get receivers? Because if you're telling me that it's a passing league, most of the receivers now are going to get paid because it's a passing league. You're going to want to go after a big time receiver to bring in.
No. What I'm saying,
you need to draft. You need to draft well. And it comes down.
They were done.
No. Listen. It comes down to drafting well. It comes down to attacking the free agency market as well, and using your trades. They didn't trade for a wide receiver, did they? No.
Mm-mm.
They didn't draft a wide receiver either.
We've been had Sammy. All the other players are second strings and third strings. They're not even like.
No, yeah, didn't Ben had Sammy. Sammy was on the Chiefs.
Yeah, he was a free agent.
Yeah, but I'm saying this is like his third. We've been got him though. Like this is like his third game. Like come on.
Yeah, but I definitely think that when you look at it, even if you look at the free agency market, look at how many receivers got signed with big contracts. I definitely think that the Packers should have went after somebody like Christian Kirk, definitely. But drafting wise,
how much did Christian Kirk really help?
You said,
yeah, really think about that and
really
think about the field. Look, you just got to think about the field to play. Like Aaron is a mobile quarterback. He can do it all. But I'm just saying, think about the way he plays.
Christian Kirk was a deep threat for what's his name, Kyler Murray. So I can't really say he can't help Aaron Rodgers when Aaron Rodgers likes to throw the deep ball too.
I said, how much can he help him though?
I
I'm not
think
saying he can't help him. How
I
much?
think that he can help him a lot. Like he'll give him. I think if he was utilized the right way, he can give Aaron Rodgers a 100 something.
I'm sorry, but like even with you when you said like the Cowboys, I'm gonna let you know this. Like football wise, you cannot always think about the deep ball. We have to break the team down. You have to go down the line because somebody's gonna give up. There's fatigue. Somebody's gonna fail. There's a crack in the defense. But at the same time, like I'm not always trying to go deep. I want to move the ball because then once I get down there and I'm right there, I can do whatever, bro. You're nervous. You're sitting.
I can agree with that. But my thing is, if you need plus yardage and you're on your own side of the field, why are you going for check downs when at the end of the day, you're 3rd and 5, you can't even pick up those 5 yards. 3rd and 7, you can't pick up those 7 yards, and you're just gonna punt at the end of the day and then try to make it up on defense. I'd rather take my chances and say, okay, cool. I tried to do what I did. It didn't work. My checkdowns haven't been working this whole season. Why not try to go for a deep threat right now?
I ain't gonna hold you. The way you talking about my team, it sounds like you've been losing in Madden, my boy. You gotta look at those checkdowns, my boy. You gotta look at those checkdowns. You can't do that.
I don't even play Madden like that, but I'm telling you, like, if you're watching the game, watch a Cowboys game from start to finish, no lie. And I don't even care if you don't like them. Watch it from start to finish. Look at their check down plays. Their check down plays only get them about 3 yards, even if it's 3rd and 5. 3rd and 7, they get about 4 yards, but then still have to punt at the end of the day. So why not try to go for a big play to get you at least 11 or 12 yards?
Because at the end of the day, it's not. I'm not about to. First and foremost, and we still in like the 2nd, 3rd quarter, bro. It's not the end of the quarter. I ain't fighting yet. Like we still in the game. We're only down by 2.
So what about the 4th quarter? What about the
fourth quarter? All right then. But at the same time, we all know what comes with that, bro. It's risk. And if I can't trust my own wide receivers to catch the ball, what are we paying them for? You have gloves on, bro.
But isn't the whole game risk when you're handing the ball off? The running back's at risk of fumbling. When you pass the ball, you're at risk of getting intercepted. Everything's about a risk whenever you're playing any type of sport. But at the end of the day, you have to be man enough to make those decisions to try to get the best output of your team. If you're not doing that and you can't win a game going deep, playing mid, going short, then something needs to be switched up. The game plan needs to change.
Yes, but I'm sort of with CJ, bro.
More aggressive down the field. That's what I'm getting from that.
I want them to be more aggressive when it matters.
For me, I'm sort of with CJ though, because at the end of the day, these NFL players are paid professionals, bro. These slants, out routes, we see a lot of NFL players drop balls, bro. High school kids, college kids can make those catches, and they get paid millions to drop balls, run the wrong routes. You feel me? Miss reads, like. So at the end of the day, we gotta hold them accountable. At the end of the day, I feel like.
Okay, but look at how many NFL teams go for check down plays on 3rd and 7 and 3rd and 5. Look for how many teams
that comes down that offensive coordinator. That's just a terrible play. There's no need to check down. You need 7 yards. You're gonna check down 3-4 yards. Like,
but this is what I'm saying. So I get what CJ's saying, but if you look at the landscape of it, it's 3rd and 7. What are we going for a check down for if we know that the check downs have not been working? Yes, you want to eat up the defense. Yes, you want to get them tired. But at the end of the day, if it's 3rd and 7, we get 4 yards, we punt the ball. That defense is off the field getting water. So it doesn't matter. You have to do something.
It's just like I can't really, like, when you check downs are there for a reason, because at the end of the day a check down can turn, like, looking at a running back, bro, a running back can turn nothing into something. So it's just like, I get the check downs, but at the same time I agree with you. It's just it's not always going after the deep threat, bro. Like you're putting what if you keep going deep and they keep stopping that? What's the point?
Listen, CJ, he's saying that he just wants them to be more aggressive on the 3rd and 7 plays instead of settling for a check down that might end up in a punt. He's not saying that they should do it all the time. He's saying, like, be a little bit more aggressive and assertive when it comes to a 3rd and 7 when you know they already planning to stop the check down.
And I
That's
know
what he's
that
trying
check, and
to
I
do.
know that check downs and running backs have turned something into nothing. But at the end of the day, if you're watching a game, right, and you're watching Aaron Rodgers and Aaron Jones, and he's going for check downs on 3rd and 7s, and it's not working. It's not working. Why not be aggressive? Go to the mid, hit somebody up the seam. Why not be aggressive and get those yards?
That comes with
We
play.
don't have nobody to
It
trust with
does.
that, bro. We don't have nobody to trust with that, bro.
Play
We don't
calling.
have a Jordy Nelson. We don't have a Randall Cobb like that. We don't have none of them players we used to have on our team. We don't got a Jermichael Finley. I don't have a tight end that I can trust with the ball that he's gonna catch on 3rd and 5, bro. I don't have
Right,
that.
but
Aaron
that is a
Donald's
receiver.
Listen, Nigel. Your team has more than the Packers team.
Bro,
You have
No,
CD. You have a
and that's
couple
what
of
I'm
Red
about
vets.
to
Bulls.
say.
You have
Dak
Polar.
Dak
So
has
it's
the
like
receivers to go past a check down. And he trusts his receivers. But if the play calling is not good, I think Kellen Moore definitely does a good job at calling plays sometimes. Like I said, with Dak has high highs and low lows, Kellen Moore as a coordinator has high highs and very low lows.
we're gonna agree to disagree. I'm gonna move on to my topic or my takeaways. My takeaways for the Giants is Brian Doble. He's brought us to the promised land to a certain extent. He's letting Daniel Jones, be free and run the offense the way he wants to. In a sense, like Daniel, he's not the prototypical, sit back and drop back quarterback. He can rush for 100 yards on a given night, and as well as Saquon leading that team through the first like 7 or 8 games with 700 rush yards, like 8 touchdowns or whatever the case may be on 130 carries. So I'm just looking at Saquon's health. I just don't want him to get hurt in the middle of the season, and then that's the season. You feel me? We got so high just to get so fucking low. So that's my 3 takeaways that I feel like is necessary. Like we don't have to, put everything on his fucking shoulders. He's not Odell. And that's what happened with Odell. Like we put everything on Odell's shoulders. Odell this, Odell that. And when he gets doubled, we have nobody else. It's like who the fuck we gonna throw to? But we just gotta be cautious with Saquon. He's coming off injury. He's due for a contract. I just want to make playoffs and go from there. If we can make playoffs right now and not be the Packers, and
Y'all
make
said healthy. Y'all said a lot of healthy, like 6-1 or something like that, right?
now we are 5
5 and
and
2.
3. 5 and
5 and
2.
3. Word.
I think it
5
only
and 2.
lost 2 games. No.
Not we lost it.
You did?
I think so.
I know you lost to
the
us.
last time I checked, y'all was 6-1, bro.
That's what I thought.
Y'all 6-1. And I'm not gonna hold you. You gonna need to make that little smirk.
No,
little
they're
cut.
not 6-1. They're not 6-1. They just lost to the Seahawks and they lost to us in the beginning of the season.
So
Yeah,
what?
we're not
They 5-2.
I think so because I think we have the same record and the Eagles are the only.
Yeah, they're 6-2.
Yeah, we're 6 and 2. The
6 and
Cowboys
2.
6 and 2, and the Eagles are 8 and 0.
Yeah,
And shit
6-2.
crazy.
Right? Look at that, man. They put
Yeah,
in
the
that work.
guy,
when was the last time the NFC East was good?
but it's like the NFC East is really good for some
Yeah.
reason. I don't know why. Even the
Yeah.
Redskins, Commanders, I'm sorry, are really good. We just want to keep Saquon healthy. Fuck everything else, bro. All our wide receivers got injured. We traded Kadarius Toney. I don't know why the fuck we did that. It's like I guess it was locker room issues with him not getting the ball, and I guess Doble or Dobal is strong headed, so he's like, fuck it, we just gonna trade this dude to KC, see if it works out, get some picks, call it a night.
This shit's crazy.
Yeah, that shit crazy. Let's move on to our next topic. We're gonna do winners and losers of week 8. You go. You can start off, Nigel.
I want to say my winners are definitely the Bills and the Eagles. Very high on Josh Allen and what he's doing with the Bills. Definitely think that he's a perennial quarterback. He's definitely going to go down in history as one of the greatest quarterbacks in the NFL history.
You think so? It's so early.
I do think so. I definitely think so. I think a lot of teams have a hard time adjusting to him, like how he
You don't
plays.
think it's a match made in heaven with him and
Oh
Stephon?
no! I was about to get to that too. He has great receivers that he can pass to, so it's like having Stephon Diggs is definitely like any quarterback's dream. So like it's just good, and they actually like do a good job with their second string receivers and third string receivers, trying to get them ready and prepared. Because you saw there was one of them, I forget his name, but he's never touched the ball. First snap, I think it was like the first snap, he caught a touchdown pass. So like that was kind of crazy to me. Like just watching him play is just really really good. The Eagles being a winner, them being 8-0 is definitely good. Even though I hate the Eagles, but 8-0 is just really really good. There's something that teams are not adjusting to for them, and I definitely thought that the Texans had a good job
You thought they had a fucking shot to beat them? Oh, come on.
in the first half. In the first half,
Yeah, they had me in the first half. You ever saw that meme?
right? They had me in the first half.
Damn.
But the second half came
Thank
and it was over. But definitely being 8-0 is definitely just really, really good at the start of the season. So, I don't want to see them hydroplane and decline like the Cardinals did, but I definitely would love to see them do
I don't
that.
think that'll happen.
I don't know. I would love to see that happen though.
You're a hater.
You should want to see that happen.
He say
Nah,
you.
he a hater for real. He a real life hater.
Bro, you're a Giants fan. You should not
I
like
feel
the
you.
Eagles.
I'm not a super hater. I'm competitive, but I don't want to see them like
Nah,
fail like that.
no. I'm a super hater. I don't even want to see them make the playoffs. I don't even care. I want them to lose the
I
next.
ain't mad, bro.
I want them to
I
lose the
ain't
next
mad.
8 games.
They mess around and like keep winning and then lose
Yeah,
towards the playoffs.
I'm
Like
Yeah,
telling
that's
you, bro.
every team does
It's
that,
gonna
bro. They go
happen.
undefeated and they get there and
you
then
get burnt out. You get burnt out. What's your losers? I don't think you said your losers.
Oh, my losers are the Rams, the Packers, and the Bucks. I had to give 3 because when you really look at it, for the Rams to win the Super Bowl and be where they are right now, they are just having a hard time trying to get back on track. And I think people don't really realize it, but losing Odell was definitely one of the biggest downsides for them. And it gave Matthew Stafford an extra threat. Cooper Kupp by himself is not going to win it at all.
You're gonna get bullied.
He is, and he's gonna get tired. And as much as people say he's a great receiver, yes, he is a great receiver, but he can't do it by himself.
Absolutely.
The Packers, I will say, I don't know. I just dislike the Packers. Ever since we lost to them in that playoff game, the Des Bryant catch. But seeing them as being the losers of right now, they just are not playing good at all. Aaron Rodgers looks washed. They're not playing good. And I guess we could say that it's due to him not having pieces and stuff like that. But I definitely think that it's time to cue up Jordan Love. Put him in the game, coach.
Ready?
I think so.
But they just gave Aaron a contract. You can't queue up Jordan Love. Jordan's as bad as Aaron. Jordan would be as bad as Aaron if you put him in that offense. You make Jordan shit.
You never know if you don't find out.
Nah, you can't find out. You know what's gonna happen.
give him some time to feel how this team.
So I have a question.
That's for preseason 4.
3 and 5.
You said that's the preseason for?
Stop. Don't even say that. Preseasons are for people that's trying to like those the hungry people. They just want they trying to get a spot.
That's the I feel you.
Thank you. They just trying to get a spot. We talking about like real life games.
So now my question to you, CJ, is if you guys have no chance at making the playoffs, would you want to put Jordan Love in just to see what he could do?
I say the last 4 games. That's it.
That's a lot of games.
That's not a lot of games. That's a good game for him to get some stats and really see what he can do against 4 different teams. Like,
and that helps
that's
Aaron
fun.
Rodgers.
I don't think they should just straight bench Aaron though.
We in week 9.
They should have straight bench him.
No, I'm just being biased.
He got 9 more games, bro. He got 9 more games. We in week 9. He don't need that many games. We don't need for him to get overwhelmed and do something that'll risk him like getting hurt or he makes himself look even worse than what we are right now. Like I don't want him to do that. No.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just being biased, but my last one was the Bucks as the losers, and I definitely think Tom Brady needs to excel at playing how he's playing. He's playing like shit. It took him 89 passes to get a touchdown, and his first touchdown and has 89 passes in week 7. Like, that's horrible. That's not Tom Brady-esque. So like, we can really sit here and say Tom Brady, it's really time to just pack it up and get the fuck out of here. Like, you're really out there.
Yeah. Gotta give my boy some time. My boy had a tough beginning of the season. Feel me?
You don't know what it was?
You know Tom Brady not going out like that, bro.
Antonio
You know
Brown.
that.
It was Antonio Brown. He got his head just like
No, don't blame that on AB because he won BBC. Don't do that.
That man do not be on social.
Don't even get me started on AB. That ninja weird, bro.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. He put that shit on. That's what happened.
You could go, Kai.
All right, my takes. My winners I picked this week were Tennessee Titans. Surprisingly, they're 5-2 after losing AJ Brown and Julio. Like you do know that they still got Derrick Henry, but you know his workload was gonna be a little bit different compared to last year. But they didn't play the best of teams so far though. But I'm just surprised to see them 5-2 at this point in the season. And my losers for this week, the Denver Broncos, my losers for this week, because Russ isn't in the form that they expect the Russ to be in at all. And on the flip side, Geno Smith is low key balling out over there in Seattle. Like he's playing over what everybody expected him to play. So
Is Geno underrated in the sense of
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
of not getting opportunity? I feel like he's that category of like what's his name, Teddy Bridgewater.
I feel like he was like Jimmy. They were sleeping on him, gave him a shot. Look where he at now.
But Jimmy's okay. I'm not gonna say he's playing like shit.
But just for him to win that amount of game being behind Tom Brady, come on, bro.
Yeah,
like,
and then don't act like Jimmy ain't go to the Super Bowl.
he definitely did.
that's what I'm saying. See what they sleep on? They sleeping. Like they sleeping.
He came close to winning. He came close to winning.
He still went. He still went. He know that 5. That Super Bowl.
Are we giving out fucking what is that called? Runner-up prizes? Do we do that in sports?
Like we giving out participation awards. No, we're not doing that.
Runner-up for the Super Bowl.
I mean, he was the NFC champ, so I can give him that.
Bro, you gotta give him some type of prize, bro. Tom Brady went out and he helped it. He took that team to the Super Bowl. Think about that, bro.
That's fine, but he can't take him back.
That's cool. That's cool. But he did it that one year. You still got to put some respect on his name, bro.
And look at what he did. Look at what he just did in the recent playoffs. Like, look at how he played. So he didn't play bad. He took out the Packers. He took out the Cowboys. He couldn't get past the Rams. The Rams had a crazy defense. So I would just sit here and say, like, he plays against teams that are really, really, really good. And he does it. He shows up. It's not that they lose by so much. Even if he loses, he lost to the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, and it was by a touchdown. So come on, we got to give Jimmy G props. Porn star Jimmy do his thing sometimes. I'm sorry.
Depends on how his night ended.
That was versus the Niners, right? That was versus the Niners where he threw the fucking game tying touchdown. Was it not that game?
That was against the Chiefs when he overthrew. I forgot who it was that was open. I believe
it was Kendrick Bourne. It had to be Kendrick.
Yes, I think it was Kendrick Bourne.
Debo.
Nah, it definitely wasn't Debo. It was either Kendrick Bourne or what's his? I'm trying to think of his name. He's on the Cardinals now.
They didn't lose by a touchdown. They lost by almost 2. They lost by a touchdown and a field goal, basically. It was 31-20.
All right.
I'm not giving Jimmy flowers. I don't know. Y'all can have that.
Wow.
So you're sitting there. So hold on. So like, you would sit there and not give flowers or like give props to Jimmy. but it's like you would give props to Daniel Jones.
I'm not giving Daniel Jones flowers.
I'm just saying, like that's your team. I think you should give flowers to people that's carrying your team. This is still
I'm giving
a
it
team.
to Pawn. Yes, he's carrying my team and the coaching staff.
But Jimmy G is a
The
top 10
defense.
quarterback in the league.
Huh?
Jimmy G is a top 10 quarterback in the league.
No, he's not.
What?
No, he's
Please name 10 people better than him.
Jalen Hurts. That's one.
Chill, stop. No.
Matthew Stafford.
Jalen Hurts hasn't done enough.
No. Let him finish.
Jalen Hurts, Matthew Stafford, Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady. That's 5. Who the fuck else? Tom Brady.
You said Aaron?
Yeah, Aaron. Geno Smith. Geno Smith is better than him. Russell Wilson.
I'll take Kirk Cousins over him.
Kirk Cousins. Who else? Throw out some names.
Dak is better than him.
Dak. There we go. One more.
Lamar Jackson.
And
Okay.
Tua.
And we ain't even say Kyler either.
So now I'm about to debunk.
That's 11.
I'm about to debunk your list. Please.
How the fuck is he top 10?
Let's run this back real quick. You're telling me Geno Smith, just from Geno Smith having a good season right now, he's better than Jimmy G?
Yeah.
No.
You want recency bias?
No, I don't want recency bias. I want you to be straight up and real. Be real with yourself. Geno Smith
That's
is not
me
a better
being
quarterback.
real.
Geno Smith is not a better quarterback.
Yes, he is.
So is Tom Brady a top quarterback in the league?
Yes. That's
So
Stan.
this
Even with that record? He's a top quarterback in the league.
Don't lie, Nigel.
He's not top 5. This season, he's not top 5.
But you think Jimmy Garoppolo's top 10, though? That's a bold statement. You're fucking
How
nuts.
was that a bold statement?
I'm bold,
Out of
bro.
all
He's
those
not
people-
top
out of
10.
all
Top
those
10
He in the same category as Matt Ryan.
Out of all
Yeah.
those people that you named, only 2 of those people made it to the Super Bowl. He's made it to the Super Bowl.
Because of his fucking team. He had a great defensive team.
Are you kidding me?
He did, bro.
That defense wasn't
This is
really that
amazing.
great. That defense wasn't that
No,
great.
but look. To say he went to the Super Bowl and then also say like he had a great defensive team, you got to also think about it. Like he's still going up against like the other side of the ball. Like he's really like you have to. He was staying in the game, bro. That's
He
still
did have a
good.
great.
Like
I'm not gonna
Super
lie.
Bowl.
I'm not gonna say he didn't have a great one. I'm saying he's not top 10, bro. He's not top 10.
He's not
giving him
top 10. I wouldn't say top 10, but I'll say he top 15.
All right, top 20.
All right. I'll give you top 17.
Wait, did you put Matthew Stafford over him?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
So I have a question. Matthew Stafford couldn't even beat the 49ers until
Bro, what
NFC
are you
championship.
saying right now? Matthew Stafford is not better than Jimmy Garoppolo.
I'm not saying that, but when you look at the landscape of it, just look at the landscape, right? If we're really saying that, Matthew Stafford had a hard time beating the 49ers.
That's one game, bro. I'm talking about his overall.
That wasn't just
Talking
one
about
game.
overall career. We're talking about overall career.
Talking about overall.
I mean, Jimmy G hasn't played as many games as Matthew Stafford, nor has he started as many games. But for him to do what he did, coming in as a backup, winning 4 or 3 straight games, then taking a team the next year to the Super Bowl, that's very much unheard of. So you have to give him his flowers and put him in the top. If you're not going to top 10,
But that's like a small sample size of what you can do. I want to see longevity of this shit. You're not doing it for a long time.
But he has been making the play.
They've been doing it for longer.
Think about it. Think about it like this.
Jackson's been doing it for longer than Jimmy G. Lamar Jackson has not been doing it longer than Jimmy G. Lamar Jackson didn't even make it to the Super Bowl. So
Chill.
Lamar Jackson got an MVP.
But he doesn't have a
Unanimous.
ring.
Nah. Y'all, hold on. I gotta agree with Nigel. Y'all all tripping.
You agree with Nigel?
Super Bowl game is totally different than the season. Like we have to you have to. This is Super Bowl we're talking about. If that's what we here for. If you didn't make it, you're not up there.
I got $5 right here, bro. Ain't nobody taking a Super Bowl loss over an MVP season, bro.
Fucking saying, bro.
What? Why wouldn't you? We made it there. We made it.
The only reason why I would say like I'm a little bit biased about that is because at the end of the day, MVP You didn't. I don't understand why we do MVP because at the end of the day, this is a team sport. Nobody's doing this alone on 11 or 11. So that
Lamar
whole MVP
Jackson,
shit is like he
Jackson,
wouldn't have got MVP without his team. So I'm just saying, like,
I don't know. I'm just saying, like,
he's basically playing quarterback and running back in one season.
but that's because he has to.
Because he has to. It's because he can, bro. It's a
that's
difference.
his style. No,
Okay,
that's his
like,
style of play.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what he does.
Wait. Paul, so you're gonna take away Jimmy G's his greatness because what?
Yes.
How could you do that? How could you sit here and take away from the man? And yes, I would rather take a Super Bowl loss because at least we made it.
Oh, you're tripping. You have to take a fucking L.
I ain't saying all that. Big
bro,
I take the MVP.
I ain't saying all that, Big Phil. But I'm just saying, the man went to the Super Bowl. So, matter of fact, the only reason why I agree with Nigel, because if you look at it, look at Cam Newton. Do y'all think Cam is one of the top 10s or top 15s?
Oh, what you mean, of all time?
Yes.
Yeah. Of all time, he's not even top 10. He's not even top 15.
Yeah, but look. Y'all saying all that, but at the end of the day, he had an MVP. So where's that at?
And he made it.
He had a Super Bowl L. So,
but at the same time, look at it. Y'all saying MVP is better than the Super Bowl. But I'm just saying, Cam Newton is a prime example, bro. Like I still gotta give him his flowers, bro. He went to the Super Bowl and he played against Peyton Manning, the smartest quarterback as we speak.
Peyton was on the decline. First of all, that defense
waxed by Seattle in the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Huh?
Did they get waxed by Seattle in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, he's still.
Wait. Hold on. I'm saying is longevity and an MVP can get you further than 1 year of going to the Super Bowl and losing than anything else.
But
you can't tell me Lamar Jackson's had a better career than Jimmy G, even though Jimmy G went to a Super Bowl and lost.
Jimmy G has more longevity than Lamar Jackson.
Oh,
Jimmy G played in more playoffs.
He's going to have more longevity.
Yeah, we don't know that yet because Jimmy got more years on him.
The only reason why I say he's going to is because Lamar thinks he can play two positions, where one position you're going to get abused at. So that's going to hurt your body in total. So I'm sorry.
Jimmy G has played in more playoff games than
Lamar Jackson. Have a better career than Lamar Jackson.
I think Jimmy's going to have a longer career, not a better career.
I don't think Jimmy G's gonna even be a fucking starting quarterback next season, bro.
Jesus Christ!
I'm sorry. They cannot win with Trey Lance. I'm sorry. Trey Lance is not better than Jimmy Garoppolo.
That's why they cut that bag. That's why they gave Jimmy a little bag. Keep him happy.
Jimmy G.
I got it. Yeah, I got it, bro. Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna do my wins, right?
Yeah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
The wins that I picked, right? I had the Eagles. I definitely had the Browns, and I'm gonna let y'all know this. I love the Browns. They've been coming up, and I said this to multiple people. Nick Chubb, all them players that's on that team, it's gonna be a problem. I'm telling you right now, Browns is gonna be a problem.
Well, quick question though, right? The Browns gonna be better or worse with Deshaun Watson? You think?
Better.
Right off
the bat, better. It's not going to take no time. It's not going to take no time for him to learn the system and like.
If he look, I'm not gonna say super better, but I'm saying if he gets the feel and get the gel in with the team and keeps moving how they're moving right now, oh yeah, they're gonna be a problem. And then also my third team was the Giants. The Giants is surprising me so much right now. They winning these games, they winning these games. They doing these comebacks. Remember back then, the Giants was a comeback team. They doing it. I'm sorry.
I think I might have to put the Jets over the Giants as a winner, only because the Jets sucked horribly. I'm sorry. No.
You just don't like this.
No. Wait. It's not even about me.
You really don't bang with you.
It's not even about me not liking the Giants because I'm actually shocked at what they're doing. But when you look at the Jets haven't had a good season in 7 years.
That's true.
No, let's go back to the Deshaun topic. For me, if he could come in and do half of what he did in Texans, they'll be straight, bro. They could win a couple plays.
I mean, he got Amari Cooper.
He could possibly make a Super Bowl run.
He got Amari Cooper.
Huh?
He got Amari Cooper, so that's definitely a bonus for him.
Yeah, for a fact.
That's the L for y'all too.
I
Yeah.
hate that we got rid of him. Oh,
We're
for a 6
out
round
there
pick,
rounding the boys up.
for 2 6 round picks is
That's nasty.
crazy.
Nasty work. Nasty work. You got a loser, CJ?
Well, my team definitely. I had the Raiders, and also too I had the Steelers because I was talking to somebody I know, like we used to work and stuff, and he talking about the Steelers. You know, he was hyping them up, and I was kind of telling him like, "Yo, they're playing the Eagles, so I think they're gonna lose." You know, Steelers is not the same no more after the whole like situation going down with that team splitting up. Look, think about it like this, right? You want to know who really destroyed the Pittsburgh Steelers? It wasn't AB. It was Le'Veon. Right off the
Yes.
bat.
Yep.
Right off the back. And then look, I'll give Le'Veon his props. He did create a style that now everybody's trying to do. But you really destroyed the team, bro. Really. AB wanted more money. As soon as you want more money, now AB want more money. Then they like, we're not paying y'all. We paying Ben. But it's like, I understand the problem here. Stop getting Pittsburgh act like they ain't got no money. Pay players, bro. They trying to win the game for y'all. Y'all want another ring. Y'all trying to be up there with the 49ers. And come on, bro. Y'all need them rings. It's all about rings. That's what mostly everybody be talking about now.
I feel like the issue it was bigger than Ben because what was the point of paying Ben if he was just going to retire? You feel me?
It was still like he could have went out if you was giving him. Think about it like this: Tom Brady's getting enough, and he's about to go out with a bang. You think he about to lose after being 44? Come on, bro. He ain't about to go out like that. Not like that.
I don't think he going out like that.
Nah. He gonna win a couple games. Watch.
So imagine.
He got one more. He got one more ring, bro. He got one more ring, bro.
Even Brady like
paying Ben. Imagine him paying Ben, bro. Ben probably would have took the team to another playoffs. You don't know.
My winners. My winner is Tua and Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill. You know, they're having a great season. Probably the best wide receiver quarterback duos in the league, arguably, besides Josh and Stephon. Tyreek's putting up stupid video game numbers, and Tua's silencing all his haters, and you know he's throwing subs and social media and shit like that. So I respect the fact that they came out and started cooking. Like what else? What else are you supposed to do in that situation? You gotta silence the critics. So I respect that for them. My loser is Zach Wilson, the Jets QB. He hasn't found his rhythm yet. I feel like it's because he's coming off injury, but as well as him not grasping the offense, holding the ball too long, trying to be stagnant. You know, he's overthrowing passes, simple passes. It's just, I think he's a bust. Honestly, some games I've watched him. Last year he did okay. You know, he had some nice games where he threw the ball really well. But like this year, it's looking like he a bust, bro. Like y'all put a lot of stock into this kid, thinking he gonna be the Patrick Mahomes Jr. clone type shit. But it's not really working out for them, and it's more of the offensive coordinator and the scheme. So they gotta figure that shit out with him because you could be wasting a pick right there. That's a second overall pick, bro.
Do you feel like this happens to most quarterbacks that go to certain teams? When they go to certain teams, they're not performing at the level that they think people want them to perform at.
I feel like it's the pressure. Like if you're a top 2 pick and you're QB, it's a lot of pressure to live up to that hype. That's why if I'm gonna draft a quarterback, I'm gonna draft him in the later rounds. So if I have a QB, I could just sit him for like a good 8-9 games of the season, bring him in at the end of the games. Like you said, Jordan Love, he could come in the last 4 games. And, you know, you could cook up maybe, you know, see his talent, see what he could do. Then the next season, preseason, we just throw him out there and see what happens.
I definitely think with Zach Wilson, I'll say he's underperforming for his expectations, but I definitely think that they gave him unreal expectations early on. So I'm not going to say he's a bust, but I will say that he needs to, I want to say the system needs to be made for him and for him to succeed. And I think the system right now is really made for the defense to succeed more than the offense.
Yeah, absolutely. I read a stat that he was one of the least pressured quarterbacks in college. So when he got into the NFL, he had to adjust to that pressure, and that takes a while to adjust to, especially if you have a bad O line. So I hear you. He's not really necessarily a bust. You guys gotta give him time. Quarterbacks take time,
A thousand
but you
percent.
gotta figure it out because that's a playoff team.
But
And
what college did he go to?
Huh?
What college did he even go
Look,
to?
look, my hot take, real quick,
He
is
went
that
what, Duke?
Taysom Hill's a bust. I mean, not Taysom Hill. That Zach Wilson's a bust because he wasn't better than Taysom Hill in college. They both went to BYU. In my eyes, Zach Wilson leaving BYU, his 3.5. I don't know if it was, I'm not sure if he was a red shirt, if he left as a true whatever grade, but yeah, I don't think he was better than what Taysom Hill put together when he was at BYU.
Mm. I
I
think
stand on
Taysom.
that.
Would you give Taysom a shot if you had the choice? Would you take Taysom over Zach right now on that Jets team?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. I would say I would give Taysom a shot because Taysom is definitely a dual threat quarterback. I think that he can be utilized in so many different ways. They just have to develop him more as a quarterback and not use him for third down plays. Because I believe he has that ability to be that quarterback. And I just think that, him being on the Saints, they utilize him more like as if he was Debo Samuel.
Mm.
I think they just try to have him do too much. If they would have just straight try to just develop him as a quarterback. So, I mean, they had him on kickoff, had this man in wing formations. They had him under the center. Like, they had this man everywhere but what he left college doing. So,
Where I feel like that's coaching, bro. A lot of these coaches be doing some bullshit. Like, why is my quarterback on punt returns? What's up with y'all? Like, I get the dynamic of it, like trying to figure shit out, but that's not it. That's not it. We gonna transition to the next and the final, last but not least, final topic, which is our early award predictions, where we discuss who possibly can get MVPs, the offensive player of the year, offensive rookie of the year, defensive player of the year, defensive rookie of the year, and the coach of the year. Nigel, you can start us off.
All right, so my midseason award MVP goes to Josh Allen. Offensive player of the year goes to Tyreek Hill. Offensive rookie of the year goes to London Drake.
Mm.
Defensive player of the year goes to Micah Parsons. Defensive rookie of the year goes to Kyle Hamilton. And coach of the year goes to I have three people who it could go to as a toss up. Brian Doble, Kevin O'Connell, and Nick Sirianni.
Mm. That's nice. I like that.
I tried to mix mine up a little bit. I know it's mid-season, but I try to think a little bit long picture too. My MVP, I picked Jalen Hurts. My offensive player of the year. Might surprise y'all, I picked CMC. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I think with this new offense that they running in San Fran, I think we gonna see him in his younger days. Like, they're gonna limit his carries, his workload. Like, his workload is gonna be completely different than what he had to do in Carolina. But my offensive rookie of the year, Chris Olave. Defensive player of the year, I got Nick Bosa. I'm expecting him to have a strong second half. Defensive rookie of the year, I got Sauce. And coach of the year, I got Nick Sirianni.
Pause. Nick Bosa can't stay healthy.
Who?
But when he's healthy, he's a monster when he's healthy though. But he's good though. You feel me?
1,000%, but he can't stay healthy.
All right, so I kind of went with the obvious because I feel like these people have been making a lot of noise. MVP, I got Josh Allen. Defensive player of the year, I got what's his name? He's from Dallas. Mincha Parson.
Oh, Micah Parsons.
Micah Parsons, yeah, him. And then I got offensive player Tyreek Hill, obviously. And coach of the year, I got Brandon Double. And comeback QB of the year, Geno Smith.
Definitely come back. Definitely.
Because we know how this. I feel like this. I don't know, man. To be honest with you, like the way I've been watching these games go by, like a lot of like the NFL is changing. It's really changing. And I don't know what to say about some of these players. You know, some of them are just really nuts. Some of them are just monsters out here. But yeah,
So my MVP is Patrick Mahomes. My offensive player of the year is Tyreek Hill. My offensive rookie of the year is Chris Olave. My DPOY is Nick Bosa. My defensive rookie of the year is Sauce Gardner or Aiden Hutchinson from Detroit. And my coach of the year is Brian Doble of the Giants. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The only argument I have is with your MVPs. Everybody got Josh Allen. I think Patrick could take it, bro. And who had CMC?
I had CMC offensive player of the year, but Jalen Hurts was my MVP. Because I can't see them losing more than one game, bro. They'll probably slip up one time this whole season.
Chill out, bro. Chill out. You putting too much hope in that, bro.
Bro, they'll probably slip up one time.
I'm sorry. They're gonna lose to the Cowboys next time around.
Nobody wants to lose to them garbage behind Cowboys, my boy.
Listen, they almost. Let's be honest. They almost lost to the Cowboys with Cooper Rush, and they was giving them.
Guess what? Almost.
Yeah.
Listen, but that's what our backup quarterback.
You're not giving participation awards to almost, bro.
And I'm not doing that. But what I'm saying is, if you're almost losing to a backup quarterback, like I said, we need Dak Prescott to win those big games. That was a big game for us.
First of all, the Eagles are a different team now. They weren't the same team when they played y'all.
Definitely.
I don't know y'all tendencies. Now they could be like, all right, maybe we could come in and bust y'all ass. What about that now? You feel me? It's different scenario.
So, but what about
then they got Robert Quinn, bro? Like,
yeah,
top it all off, bro.
Yeah, I'm mad that we let go of Robert Quinn. Like, we let him walk to go to the Bears. Like, that was just something else. Especially us letting Layout Collins go to the Bengals too. Like that.
But you know what? You know what I'll say though. I have to take back a little bit. With the MVP, I can't leave out my boy Lamar. Lamar is still an MVP contender. So
yeah, of course. Yeah.
I'm gonna just say just them two. I'll say like Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, the only reason why I say Pat could take it is because Pat is doing a lot with, nothing. I'm not going to really say nothing, but, those receivers are not the same receivers that he had before. So
absolutely.
He has a lot better than most people. So we can't.
He does, and I'll give him that. But his numbers are still up there. But I just think Josh Allen is doing, he's just amazing. Like, when you watch Josh Allen, you really sit here and look at his game, and you're like, as a quarterback, he's really a good all-around quarterback. Like, you really just you can't deny that. And I'm not taking nothing from Patrick Mahomes, but right now, Josh Allen has taken that light. The light shifted from Patrick to Josh Allen just this season.
So is it Josh Allen or is it Stephon Diggs? Just to be clear,
it's both.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's both.
I think Stephon is a monster. He could probably win offensive player of the year, low key. If Cheetah don't win it, I'll give it to Diggs.
Yeah.
Josh Allen the MVP and then Stephon Diggs offensive player of the year.
Yeah. But if
Stephon could put up big numbers these next 5 games and get them W's, yes, he's definitely winning that.
But if Tyreek Hill keeps doing what he's doing, then Tyreek Hill is a surefire winner. If Tyreek Hill doesn't win that, then I gotta boycott the NFL because no way.
I feel like they won A and 1B. I don't know. I think I'll take Tyreek over Stephon.
Who's a better receiver? But who's a better receiver?
What are we talking here? Route running? Or are we talking about like goal line, fourth quarter, such and such?
That's a good question.
Well, that's both.
Because Tyreek is definitely.
I'm giving it to Stephon. You're right. But Tyreek got bounced though.
Tyreek is winning all those open field routes. But we talking about route running, game line, fourth quarter, right there. You need 1 touchdown. Tyreek, I'm sorry, bro. You're fast, but you're not that damn fast, big fella.
I got better hands. Tyreek might be a little bit more athletic in the sense of his ability to change direction. You feel me? How agile he is. But like overall, when it comes to like route running, release, the ability to create separation, whether it's in the slot or outside, I gotta give that to Diggs. You feel me?
Cal, who you got for your? Oh, you said your midseason. So that was oh yeah, Brian Doble. He's definitely a good coach. He changed the culture for the Giants for real.
He did his job. He's doing his job.
And seeing
I feel like
that,
I feel like he needs to stop, giving Saquon that much load because that's pause.
You need to. I'm sorry. It's gonna happen.
Pause.
You need to. I'm sorry. It's gonna happen, bro.
I know it's gonna happen, but like
once you idiots let go Odell, y'all put too much pressure on one man. And then even two, now he has to perform at a level that Odell was performing at. Come on, bro. That's too much.
Yeah, it's facts.
Too much.
But it's New York. That's what it is. It's New York.
You need to bring at least two more weapons that can equal out that type of pressure on the field. And if you do that, takes it off.
Then y'all like go with Evan Ingram too, which I think was a valuable asset.
yeah.
What you said, Kyrie?
Y'all let go of Evan Ingram.
Yeah, I like Evan Ingram. He was nice.
You know what I think? Definitely about your defensive rookie of the year, Cal, is I wouldn't give it to Aiden Hutchinson only because when you look at the stats for the Lions are giving up the most points in the NFL. That's just something that's just not okay. They score the most points and give up the most points. So I couldn't give it to him because like you're not doing enough for your team to not give up that many points.
No, I did say Sauce.
No. I was about to get to that too. Sauce is definitely a great pick. He definitely stepped up, and after his first 3 games getting his jitters out, he definitely did what he had to do. So that was definitely a good pick too.
These games. Matter of fact, I wanted to double back. I like how we didn't have this conversation about the defensive players that Kyrie picked. He didn't really have any type of like serious threat on the defensive side, really.
Besides Troy's a serious threat.
Say it again.
Troy Polamalu.
Okay.
And defense, bro, we not gonna act like Devin McCourty hasn't been a top 3 safety in the league for like the last 8 years, bro.
We gonna act like I do not. I have the 2 greatest running backs that we can talk about. Bro. Chris Johnson's not getting caught, and Matt Forte is catching every pass. What are you talking about?
I think you only picked Chris Johnson because your name is CJ. They call him CJ 2K.
I ain't even trying to be like him. That's 2K, man. He's what he was whack. I'm sorry, that was a different breed.
Getting nothing up the middle, bro.
And that was a different time frame back then in the NFL. That was when all those rules and regulations wasn't going by, bro.
Shoot, he might not get nothing up the middle, but I am. Tony Dorsett and Eric Dickerson. I promise you, Tony Dorsett gonna run you over.
Bobby and Luke not letting that slide, bro.
Tony Dorsett still holds the record.
Bobby and Luke not letting that slide,
Tony
bro.
Dorsett still holds the record for the longest rushing touchdown in NFL history. Please don't play with that, man. He ain't the 1 or the 2.
I should have picked him.
I'm sorry. Even too, the only person I say is that'll give like him, Bobby and Luke Kuechly a problem. Marshawn and probably Matt Forte, because those two, I don't know. Like you're talking about Bobby.
Give somebody a problem?
Huh? I think Marshawn will give Bobby and Luke Kuechly problems. He goes up against all big backs, all important backs.
Man, I'm surprised you ain't put Cam Chancellor in your backfield. I would have.
That's because Cam is not like Cam going for the kill, bro. I'm sorry.
On one of my drafts, I had Cam Chancellor on one of my drafts, but I took Troy over.
So what?
Yeah, he don't play for like Troy plays for the team. I mean, like he plays to like change the fields and say like we need an interception on the 20. Troy is there for it. But Cam's thinking for the kill, bro. I'm sorry. He's that back that I would send after Marshawn. I would send him after Marshawn.
I'm sorry, but tonight you ain't had Deion Sanders on there. That was kind of
on my list.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't want to pick OP.
That's
Trust me,
OP.
I could have wilded out with my list for real, but I wanted to pick some players that I personally like. You feel me? I
Nah, I
wanted to
feel
mix it up a
you.
little
I
bit.
feel you. I definitely would have went with Ronnie Lott at my safety.
You be
Come on,
cheating.
man. Come on.
At least you
Come
know
on.
CJ.
You
People
was,
sleep
yo,
Talk about
yo,
it.
I really, I watched this tape. I don't care what nobody say. That's a dangerous man.
He's the deadliest man. Deadlier than
He
Brian
more
Dawkins.
dangerous than B. Dawkins.
Yes. Who do you know cuts their pinky off to get
He
back
more
into
dangerous
the
than Ed Reed.
But the man, say it again,
cut
Nigel.
his pinky finger off to play back in the game. He got hurt. Like, I think his finger was just broken and he cut it off for no reason. It was broken.
He's a
And
killer.
that, my friend, sounds like a ninja with CTE to me.
Yeah,
Crazy as hell, bro.
sound like a lot of
I don't
age.
know.
Yo,
A lot of age.
chill. Nah,
I'm sorry, bro. But
Yeah.
Ronnie Lott was really like that. Like,
bro.
people
Ronnie
don't
Lott remind me of Ed Reed and Brian Dawkinson.
in
Like,
one person.
yes.
Literally.
Like,
I
who
need
does
it, bro. I
that?
know you like
Who
that.
does
I
that
know you
mid
like
game?
Shoot, I might have to put Ronnie Lott with 3 people: Cam Chancellor, Ed Reed, and Brian Dawkins. Because
Like,
what?
those other people were dogs, but bro, this man, like he said, this man mid game said, "Yo, I broke my thumb. Let me just cut it off and go right back in the game."
Play.
Nasty. He's sick.
Sick.
Remember
That's what
that
I'm
video?
saying.
Remember
That's
that
what I'm
video
saying,
in college, bro? Remember that video in college? If y'all all seen it, remember that guy? He broke his leg and he popped it back into place. Anybody that
Yeah.
does that mid game, I'm not. I don't. You have to give them respect, bro, because they're going back out there with an injury, and they don't care. They don't care about life. They're like, forget it. I'm done.
But when I hear people talk about safeties, people don't talk about Ronnie Lott enough, in my opinion. Like,
This is a new generation. We don't.
Ronnie Lott, a legend, bro. He go down as one of the top 5 safeties of all time, though.
top 5,
Especially
he's top 3.
especially top 5 hardest hitters of all time as well, too. Though, like
He's top 3 safeties of all time. No doubt
I
about
can't
it.
say that, but for me, to you,
The top 3, I would say it like this. I would give it like this. I would give Ronnie Lott. That's 1, and then 2 would be Troy Polamalu.
Polamalu.
3 would probably be between Cam Chancellor and Ed Reed, but it would probably be Ed Reed
Yeah.
because those 3 played with the team. They needed they needed the picks to help them win. They needed the tackles to help them win. You needed that dog. All 3 of them were dogs. I'm
Like,
sorry.
my thing is, if you had to name your top 3 cornerbacks of all time, who would you put up there?
well, my top 3 it would be Deion Reeves and Deion Reeves. I feel like I'm missing somebody. It's a dog out here that I'm just slipping my mind.
Yeah, man, I can't believe you ain't even thinking about Richard Sherman.
Nah.
Nobody thinking about it.
What? You said Richard who?
Richard Sherman.
Hell no. Hell no.
Yeah.
He was
Hey, yo, remember he used to be the person to pick in Madden, but look at it now. Like,
But I can't take away from his game, though. Richard Sherman is top 15 cornerbacks of all time.
I would give.
top 15, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Shoot, so who's your top 3 quarterbacks of all time? That's what I really want to hear.
QB or corner?
QB.
Well, that's easy.
Yeah, that's easy. Brady, Peyton, Mahomes.
Yo, you
No, I
make
got
me
you.
tight, Cal.
I got
Make
you
me
breeze,
tight,
bro.
yo.
I got
I'm
you
about to
breeze.
fight you. Yo, Cal gonna make me jump through this phone, yo. Stop,
I
bro.
say, as long
Y'all
as
put
he ain't
Tom
say,
Brady up there, bro. I don't want to hear none of that, bro. The man, you're putting the man up there that no, he's not better than Aaron. I'm sorry, he's not better. Just because he got rings don't mean nothing. I don't care about that.
Huh?
I don't care about that. That rings don't mean nothing to me.
He's not better than Aaron Rodgers.
I'm talking about overall wise, every play, every like position. I'm talking about Aaron can run, pass, all it. Tom Brady, he only winning because he got a strong line. The same way your team is always winning because I got a strong line. Stop. All your teams go to the Pro Bowls, and you know that.
But Tom Brady's better than Aaron Rodgers.
Huh?
Tom Brady is not in your top 3.
No, hell no. No, Tom Brady will be second, but he won't be first. Hell no. No matter of fact, He went no, Aaron. What? Come on, bro.
So wait, I have a question. Y'all not putting Drew
All
Brees up
time,
there?
you say Aaron Rodgers number one?
No, I'm saying only reason why I'm saying Aaron Rodgers number one is because if you really want to talk about it, Aaron Rodgers was the only person, and I'll say it again over and over, longevity wise, to only throw 2 interceptions for a whole season. Come on, bro. Nobody's doing it.
I can't put Patrick Mahomes over Drew Brees.
I got to. I'm sorry. This man won 2 rings and he brought a team like to the Super Bowl. And Drew Brees took him a while.
See, you can put a lot of that. You can put a lot of that on Andy Reid though. But don't say Sean Payton with Drew Brees, because Drew Brees is arguably the most accurate quarterback ever. Like pinpoint accuracy, yeah, he's definitely up there. He's definitely top 3, top 2, all time.
So it's all about your opinion and how you feeling.
I feel like
more Patrick is better than he can be better than all these quarterbacks on talent wise and the throws he makes on the field. Like I get it, you don't want to fall in love with the hype, but you gotta understand he's godly on the field, bro. It's not another Patrick Mahomes.
I feel like we should talk about the term though, because we can't really talk about these players because remember, like back then, the players back then, you had a rough team to play with, and you had to bring them to a chip. Like that time frame. Like I'm sorry, most of those players that was back then, they wasn't even getting that type of contract that they get now, bro. So think about it. You only had like 2 dogs on the team, bro, and they were dogging everybody.
But this is like competition number 1, so I can't understand how you picking Aaron Rodgers over him.
The only reason why I'm saying I'm picking Aaron over him is because if you really think about it, back then Aaron had like competition and he was actually performing at a high level. You got Drew Brees. You look. Think about it. If we talk about real quarterbacks in our time, the top 5 that we are always gonna have to talk about: Eli, Peyton, Tom, Aaron Rodgers, and Drew Brees. Those are the top 5. And they were and think about it. Drew Brees. Everybody knew Drew Brees was that man. But I'm sorry, he definitely was not that man going towards his career. I'm sorry, but if we had to like say who's better at top like number 1, I'll have to put down like Aaron, and I'm definitely putting Peyton over Tom Brady because Peyton had a harder career than Tom Brady. He was on the Colts. Think about that, and he went to a whole nother team after he had that injury with his neck.
Think about that Colts team, though. That Colts team was stacked.
Where?
Wow. That whole defense was stacked, bro.
The defense was stacked. I'm talking about the offensive side of the ball.
Bro, he ain't have Reggie Wayne and...
That's just Reggie Wayne, bro. It's just Reggie Wayne. That's it. Percy Harvin wasn't... come on, bro. Come on.
He didn't have a bad offense on that Colts team.
Come on now.
I'm not even talking about the offense. I'm talking about the linemen too. We have to talk about the linemen too. We can't leave the linemen out. Like the receivers is one, but the linemen, come on, bro.
So wait, so we leaving Joe Montana out of this conversation?
No, hell no. We definitely can't leave that man out.
What about Dan Marino?
Like I said, it's all about how you feeling. What have you seen? You feel me? What have you seen? It's all biased. But we're gonna wrap this episode up. It was a great episode. Thank you guys for showing out. Bringing all your opinions, your facts. Follow us on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube. We almost to 100. We appreciate all the love from you guys. Follow us on IG. Follow us on TikTok. We're also on Twitter. We're trying to make a Facebook page, so just bear with us. We're trying to get merch. It's up for us. Keep supporting. Keep showing us love. We appreciate it.